So today we are going to see about food adulteration. Food adulteration. So what is meant by food adulteration and what are the types in it and what are the steps that we have to take to prevent this food adulteration, and is there any organization involved in this food adulteration process that we are going to see in this lecture. So food adulteration. So for this food adulteration, during 1954, an act was passed by our government, that is the Prevention of Food Adulteration Act. So the main aim of this is to prevent the adulteration of the food. So adulteration means what? Adulteration is nothing but like weeds. So weeds means unwanted plants in the field. Same thing. Adulteration means unwanted substance present in the food. It is called as food adulteration. So here the two terms has been clearly defined. We have to keep in remember these two terms. That is, adulterant means what and what is meant by adulterated. Adulterant means the substance which we are adding to the food, making them as adulteration. That is called as adulterant. Adulterated means any kind of food if it is mixed with the not a pure one, that is called as impure one, it is called as adulterated. For example, let us take a milk. So milk is the food. If it is adding water, water is the adulterant. So finally water added milk is called as adulterated milk. So these are the two definitions that you keep in remember, what is meant by adulterant and what is meant by adulterated. So in what condition or in what situation that we can say particular food is adulterant? So thus we able to see by visual. So visually we cannot able to say that the particular food is adulterant or not, but we can choose the food highly packed, good packed one, and by seeing the nutritional label, like that we can prevent the adulteration. And in what ways the food can be adulterant means, so poor quality. If it is containing the quality is very poor means then it is the adulterant food, and also inferior or cheaper substance may be present. Then also it may be insect infected or presence of any diseased animal substance inside the food packing, then it is also considered as the adulterant food. And in some situation any poison substance present in the food, then it is also called as adulterant. And also any coloring matter which is present in the food enhancing their quality, then it is also the adulterant. So these are some of the things that can be considered in saying that particular food is adulterant or not. And what are the types of adulteration? There are 4 types of adulterations are there. One is intentional, incidental, metallic contamination, and packaging hazards or packaging adulteration. Intentional means purposefully the particular substance is added to the food. For example, sand, marble chips, stones, mud, and also some other substance like chalk powder. So these can be added to the similar kind of substance in order to making them more quantity and also less quality. That we have to keep in remember. Adulteration main aim is increasing the quantity with the cheaper substance. So thereby the cost of production is less, but while by the consumer buying at the more cost. It is called as intentional adulteration. Purposefully they are doing. Incident means by mistake or by some accident it may be added. For example, if you are storing any food substance in a tin, or can, then there may be some residues may be present, and also presence of larva inside the food we can see in the mango or many vegetables like bendi. So they are called as a incidental. By accident it may be present inside the food, so unknowingly it is present. Metallic contamination means so many metals like arsenic, lead, mercury, iron, so many metals are present naturally in the environment. So during the food processing and food storage, these metals can be added to the substance. For example, lead from water is nothing but usually the pipes are made of lead. With the particular pipes, if is eroded by the water, so at that time the lead can be added to the water, and that water if we are using for food processing or any making, then that particular food is contaminated with the lead. So these are the contamination by the metallic substance. And packaging means, so many packages are available for the packaging the food substance, like polythene, then wooden boxes are available, so many plastics, different types of plastics are available. So all these are containing chemicals, so that may be harmful to the packaged food. So these are the 4 types of food adulteration in is a commonly taken place. And here I am listing some of the common adulterant and the food substance. For example, turmeric. So turmeric, we know it is yellow in color. It is adulterant with the metalline yellow. It's a chemical. This particular chemical enhances the yellow color of the turmeric. So bright yellow color means usually the consumers will buy that kind of turmeric rather than the original turmeric. So this is a chemical can be added to enhance the quality, but it is an adulterant. It is a harmful and it is a carcinogenic in nature. That is a cancer causing chemicals. And also in green chilies, so we know green, bright green. So for enhancing the color, some pigment can be coated with the green chilies vegetable, like malachite green. It is a green pigment, it is coated over the vegetables to enhance the green color. So here some of the common using food substance with the adulterant. What kind of adulterant may be present? Just go through these examples. And so we may have some doubt in this regard, that is, after adding the poor substance or cheaper substance to the quality or the food substance, so whether is it stable or it cannot be contaminated or not. So for preventing the contamination of the particular food by adding the cheaper substance, they are adding the formaldehyde, which acts as a preservative. So keep in remember this exact point, that is formaldehyde here acts as a preservative for the food substance. It is also a chemical, it is a harmful, it is also not advised for preserving the food substance. But if any substance which is adulterant with some other poor substance means, definitely it will lead to some contamination, and the consumers will definitely identify the contaminated product. So to prevent that, they are adding this formaldehyde chemical act as a preservative. So is it safety that we are consuming foods, like all consuming foods, any packed fruits are safe or in safe condition, that we are consuming only the saved products. So for this purpose, to enhance the food safety, to ensure the food safety to the consumers or the public, the government has formed this organization, that is Food Safety Standard and Authority of India, FSSAI, shortly it can be labeled. And this particular organization is involved in issuing the license, and it is mainly involved in checking the quality and quality of the food products. So they are issuing the 14-digit license number. You can see here it is a 14-digit license number. So only after getting this license and also this symbol present in the product, then that particular product is ensured as the safety one. So by this, the people or the consumers can buy the product, so at a safety level. So far these FSSAI are running 182 normal laboratories and 18 referral laboratories and 12 national reference laboratories. So 182 laboratories is nothing, but it is here the food analyst will do the just sampling. So they will take the samples from the industries and they will do the analysis. Referral laboratories means if any person, for example, any kind of person who is died or who is infected by consuming some food, then that particular food is contaminated by some other chemicals. That particular food will be sent to these referral laboratories. So on request, on by referral, these laboratories are running. And national reference laboratories is nothing but among these 190 laboratories totally, 12 are still now 12 is considered as the national reference laboratory, and these 12 laboratories are in preparing the protocol or any steps to be followed for testing the contaminants. So all kind of instructions has been given by these 12 national reference laboratories. And here is an example like how to check the adulterant is present. Even at home we can check. For example, if you are taking a milk, so if it is 100% pure milk means it has to take, if you place a drop, it has to flow in a white line, we can see. If it is adulterant with water means then we cannot see any white line. So it is an example for the milk adulteration. And also in some places the starch powder can be added. Starch is a white powder, so it can be added so that the milk can be shown very thick and also high white in color. So by adding an iodine solution to the milk, if it shows any blue color, then it indicates the presence of starch. And also recent issue we know that Maggi. So Maggi is banned for some times and now it is under the consumption purpose. But why Maggi has been banned? Because of the presence of the lead substance. So all the chemicals can be present, but at a permissible level it must be present. If it is more than the level, then definitely it will be harmful to our body. So lead which is present in the product of the Maggi, which is present more than 2.5 ppm, and also it is misleading, that is labeled no added MSG, monosodium glutamate, but it is present. So due to this reason, the Maggi has been banned. So after rectifying that those problems, so that Maggi production has been started. So what is this monosodium glutamate? Actually, this monosodium glutamate is a chemical like Ajinomoto. It should not be added to the substance, any kind of substance. It is very, very harmful to our body because it triggers the taste in our taste bud. So if it is added to any kind of food, it will increase its taste and also flavor of the particular food. But after consuming this kind of chemical, it will cause chest pain, weakness, sweating, and so many problems that we can see in our daily life. So it must be highly not recommended to consume. And what is the criteria that can be followed? So after learning this food adulteration, types of food adulteration, after this, so how to select any kind of food? Definitely we cannot able to, by visually we cannot say it is 100% safety, but we can minimize the level of adulteration. For example, while buying the fruits and vegetables, bited insect vegetables or any kind of damage can be prevented, so that we cannot consume like that vegetables. And also good quality packed food, and we have to declare, we have to see the packed substance. So what are the things are given, the manufacture date, expiry date, those things that have to be checked before buying any packed foods. So thereby we can prevent the adulteration. And these are some of the steps that been the guidelines given by the FSSAI. That is, the particular food processing industry must have the proper storage facility so that adulteration can be prevented. And also all the persons involving in the food processing, they have to know the proper handling of the food substance. So in hygiene condition, they have to properly pack the food substance. And also we have to buy the good quality one. So we have to instruct all the vendors and all the consumers, and we have to make aware of the public to buy the good quality one. And also they have to know what is meant by adulteration and what are the adulterants commonly present in the food substance. And also new technologies can be developed so that immediately we can test the adulterant is present in the food substance or not. And also we have to make it available at the consumer level so that each and every consumers can be aware of the adulteration. So these are the steps that can be followed to prevent the food adulteration. So thank you. So herewith I conclude food adulteration and what are the steps and what organization is involved in this controlling the food adulteration. Thank you.